All right, so now I'm going to go over the setup that I did release on YouTube. This is still a very, very powerful setup, and I do want to talk a little bit about how I defend things out of it. So we showed you guys cover 2 with the deep blue in the middle from a linebacker. That's great, very base defense. Don't run it tons. I personally do prefer to run anything with more of this cover 3 cloud type of look. Now, when I say cover 3 cloud, I did talk a little bit already about how good big nickel over G is. But when I mean cover 3 cloud, I mean a setup kind of like this. So it's a cover 3 shell, deep third on the left, inside third, deep third on the right, with cloud flats from corners, which, the Tampa 2 cloud flats. Okay, very, very important. I'm also going to pinch my line and crash up. I do that every single time. I promise you, I do. You guys can watch any film on me and big nickel over G. I do it every time. I pinch my line, I crash up. This gets that double team with Jones, or it tries to, and he's going to go crazy. And then you get really good rushing angles with Clark and Okafor as well. So, so cover 3 cloud, very, very good. What you're susceptible to, cover 3 bombs. People are still going to be able to cover 3 beat you out of this. You guys have seen in videos where I've been like, oh, I think this guy's running my defense, actually, this defense right here. And I've been burned right through this area with Watts. So this is a vulnerable area of this cover 3 back here. So if you have to, it is okay sometimes to run this setup where if you think they're going to cover 3 beat you to the right, it's okay for, especially, so what I mean when they're going to do that, I should go over what's you might get burned by, because I don't want you guys to get burned. I want to minimize it. So any regular cover 3 beater with a deep post over top, yeah, that's going to be any cover 3. You got to watch out for those, okay? I do, my skinny post over top sometimes. But the easy ones to beat cover 3 are more like this, where this, I think I can do it. Let's try it. Would be Thielen on a corner, Treadwell on a streak. I'm going to streak Rudolph and block Cook, and yeah, that should be fine. This actually should burn it. This susceptible area of this cover 3 is back right here. So notice we have an outside third with Thornhill, and then the middle third with Matthews coming all the way from the left. So it's a really, really long ways for him to cover. So if you think you're going to get cover 3 beaten, you have to move Matthew all the way over to the middle of the field, where Lucas is, or you need to keep a deep half with Thornhill, which again isn't as effective at covering corner routes or covering outside fades, whatever, as an outside third is. Now, I'm going to try my best to see. I'm actually going to spy everybody. I actually do want to see if this is a cover 3 beater. It should burn it. It should. We'll see, though. Treadwell's really slow. He might get bumped. Yeah, he got bumped. He probably won't burn it. He's definitely not burning it. Treadwell, not the fastest, not the fastest guy on the planet, clearly. But I promise you, you can cover 3 beat through that area. So you need to be very, very careful. So if you're in a situation where, say, there's a bunch on that side and you think your opponent has a cover 3 beater in his pocket, it's okay to run a setup like this, where we're only putting an outside third and a middle third. Okay. So the setup. Every time we're pressing Y down the left stick, we're pinching the D line, lefty pad down on the D pad. We're crashing them up, lefty pad up on the right stick. Then if there is escape artist QB, we're going to put a spy on Agba, and we're going to contain. The way we put a spy on Agba is we click onto him, we click A, and left on the right stick to put the QB spy, or we go lefty pad twice, Y for Agba, and then left on the right stick to put him in a QB spy. If you guys don't know, left on the D pad twice, a quick adjust D lineman, right on the D pad twice, quick adjust linebackers, and then Y twice, quick adjust defensive backs. Okay. So then, and we are pressed right now, but they're not pressing super great. The rest of the setup is putting this cover 3 shell out there. So it's going to be 3 quick adjustments with your secondary, or this is personally the way I like to do it. I like to click onto Ward, either move him back a little bit, or I'll keep him right here, move him and blitz him. Because then move him into a spot where he would blitz, because we talked about how we're kind of bluffing a blitz with him. So I'll move him into like right here, put him in outside third. It retreats very quickly. I wouldn't really worry about him getting burned in many situations at all. Then I like to click onto Matthew also and put him in a middle third. The reason why is because Y and left bumper will switch. Your safety and your slot corner do switch buttons occasionally, and you got to be really careful for it, because if you call the wrong, say they switch on you and you click the wrong ones, you're going to have an inside third from your slot corner. You're just going to get burned up the middle. And the way we want it to be is like this. So I would stay away from quick adjustments with your slot corner and this left safety. That's just the way I personally feel. I would personally click onto them and move and adjust them. But You can quick adjust YY, left bumper, outside or left on the left stick for outside third, YY, Y for Matthew, up on the left stick for middle third, and then this outside third with Thornhill is YY, A, and then left on the right stick for outside third to the right. So yeah, and then I like to leave this vert hook right here. This is going to play a lot of stuff on that right side, and I would take Lucas right here and match what Dalvin's going to do, or mirror Dalvin. Keep him right here. If they do run inside zone, I'm going to shoot right through here. Again, if I think they're passing, I will just sit right here and hover and try to engage a lineman, because I am kind of bluffing a blitz off the left side. And yeah, this defense, very, very good. We don't really need to show it necessarily. Look at actually, hold up. We just got 4 guys free at Kirk Cousins at the exact same time. So if that's not a great example of the block shed defense, well, there it is. 4 guys coming in free. That's pretty crazy. They're basically coming in free. They all shedded incredibly quickly. But yeah, the simple setup, and I can show you guys how fast it is oh, see, I actually screwed it up. Look at that. I quick adjusted Ward. Did you see this? I'm used to Matthew being left bumper, and Ward was left bumper right here. So that was kind of weird. I didn't follow what I was saying, but where, yeah, I prefer to click on and put him in an outside third and a middle third, and A is always going to stay the same. So you can always rely on YYA left on the right stick to put him in an outside third. Yeah, and then it looks like I'm blitzing off the right or left, and I can even move in fuller right here. Looks like I'm blitzing off the right too. If I did do this, it's just important that if they do flip, they do anything, like say that they flip to, I don't know, trips tight end, and and then they flip the play. That's where you want to be careful of moving guys. Is now my cloud stuck in here, so I would have to move them all the way out as they flip the play. You would have time to do it, but I would just be very careful of, see, I'd have to move them out so far. But yeah, this stock setup with this cover 3 cloud, not stock, but this kind of base cover 3 cloud setup, really, really good. Highly recommend you use it. You're going to dominate people with it online. It's super good, guys. Super, super good. And I would even say you don't really have to worry about getting burned with Ward, because he retreats so quickly. Even if he's in a bluffing blitzing position like this, he just gets back so quickly. Watch this. Look at how fast he just turns and runs straight back. Oh, we actually get a shed and a fumble. This defense has been crazy in practice mode. Our blitzes weren't really coming in, but man, the shed D is going crazy. So one more time, I press, I pinch, I crash up, I grab Ward, bring him to a blitzing position, put him in an outside third, A left on the left stick. I click Matthew up, or A up on the left stick, and then I click back to Lucas, my user, YY, A left on the right stick, and boom. Did I say up? Yeah, up on the left stick with Matthew. But yeah, and we put him in a cover 3 shot, or we make this cover 3 cloud coverage stock out of Tampa 2. The great thing is, again, your opponent's going to think you're in Tampa 2. They're going to think you're in cover 2. So it's awesome. They're going to be thinking of, how do I beat cover 2? Well, guess what? You're not in cover 2. You're in cover 3. And they don't know it. So get this down. Keep learning these setups. And yeah, see you in the next video.